What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. So, guys, if you couldn't tell by my backgrounds and stuff like that, this is going to be a more serious toned video. So, if that's not really your thing, you can just sort of zone out or just click the X or whatever. So, I got home and in my activity, I saw a lot of YouTubers posting R.I.P. Mikkivlogz. And I thought, what the heck's going on here? You know, did something happen to Mickey or something like that? And I went to one of his latest videos, the top 10 cheap decks for the March 1st, 2013 format. And I saw Great Fails Montana posted. For those of you who don't know, Mickey was in a car accident. So I thought, okay, this is kind of scary. You know, not only are people saying it now, but we now have a cause of death. And then I see Vexicus posting, and I'm just like, well, Vexicus has always had the inside scoop on anything that's ever happened in the history of the Earth. So this is kind of adding legitimacy to this. And I thought, my God, this man's actually dead. You know, now it was, I guess, reported on Facebook, you know, he had posted it or whatever. And, you know, it could have just been his girl, you know, wanting to reach out to his friends and family. You know, I don't really use Facebook like that because I consider it about 10% useful and 90% silliness. So, you know, I didn't detective my way into this. I didn't, you know, research this on all 50 levels and drive to New Orleans and try and figure this out like, you know, I'm getting paid to do it or anything. So I just took everybody kind of at their word. And, you know, it's not like Mickey came out and was like, ha, I'm alive or anything like that. So I'm just like, this is a really sad day. You know what I mean? This guy is actually dead and he's not coming back ever. Death is a very permanent thing. It's the most permanent thing on this planet. So I started just having a lot of thoughts about life. You know what I mean? When you're younger, these things might not faze you, but when you start getting older, you start thinking about how life can just end so abruptly. You know, I started thinking, if Mickey's not in that car, you know, this guy wakes up tomorrow, you know, he sees himself get to 20,000 subscribers. He sees his kid graduate college. He accomplishes his goals in life, so on and so forth. And that was actually the thing that saddened me the most, actually. You know, if I can just be a little real here, was the thought of his son. And I've been watching Mickey long enough to where I can remember the video when his kid was born and he joked around about naming him Graffa and stuff like that. And, you know, I've never had a relationship with my father. You know, in all honesty, I've seen this man maybe about 8 times in my entire life. So this can really hit home. And I really thought about Mickey's son and how he'll never know his father growing up. You know, he knows him and he might even know that he has importance to him, but you're not going to remember things from, you know, when you're an infant. And I actually thought the only silver lining in this whole situation with his son is, you know, it's not like his son is 10 years old. He can't understand the gravity of the situation. It's not like he has to go through, well, you know, I know that daddy was here yesterday and tomorrow you're telling me, or today you're telling me daddy's gone and he's never coming back. I don't get it. So he doesn't have to go through the whole grieving period. But I started thinking about just life and, you know, how it can just end so suddenly and how maybe I need to live more for the moment. You know what I mean? Like live every single day. I went to the gym to try and get my mind off of this whole topic because I was really just kind of distraught about this. You know, you might think, oh, well, you don't know Mickey personally, and that's fine. But even as a fan, even as somebody who watches him, I mean, you will grow an emotional connection. Think of it as if you were a Lakers fan or a Patriots fan and Tom Brady or Kobe just died tomorrow. You know, if Jay-Z died tomorrow and that's your favorite rapper, you know, whether you know the person personally, you know, if you've listened to somebody long enough, if you've watched somebody for so many years, you know, you will grow a small emotional connection to them, no matter how minuscule it actually is. So I was really trying to get my mind off of this and just death and just, you know, sadness and stuff like that. And I won't lie, the thought of, could this actually be a joke? It crept into my mind and, you know, I instantly shut it down. I thought to myself, who would joke about something this serious? You know, death is generally accepted as one of those things you just don't joke about just out of like human decency. I mean, to be honest, I think it's pretty much the only thing that's kind of in stone, like you just don't joke about. So I kind of shut that idea down really quickly. And one of the things I was thinking of, because I was gonna post a video about prophecy today, but I kind of lost the urge to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I was just kind of this whole emotional whirlwind of, I'm never gonna see this dude again. He's dead. His kid doesn't have a father anymore. You know what I mean? I'm kind of saddened by the whole thing. I'm not really in the mood to post videos. And I thought maybe I should make a memorial video for Mikki. Just kind of thanking him for all the videos that he's posted, for his dedication, you know, for making us laugh, and just for being just a really good, what's the word I'm thinking? Just really positive, really funny, being very entertaining. You know what I mean? To say that you won't be forgotten, brother. You know, even if you're not here, and hopefully you're in a better place. And then sometime later, it starts coming out that, you know, this was all a joke. And I'm just like, wait, what? You know, please don't tell me that this was just all some sort of elaborate scheme between all the YouTubers and Mikki, and something to kind of get like everybody razzed up. And ultimately that ends up being what it was. And, you know, I understand the premise. I just don't understand why. You know, like, I don't really understand what anybody had to gain from it. What anybody had to benefit. Like, you know, what was the big rah? Like, I mean, if you just think about this, if 100 people heard this, you know, how many would you really think just fell over on the floor laughing like, oh my God, Mikki, that was the best joke you ever had. That was hilarious. I mean, what, 5 out of 100? You know what I mean? And just doesn't it seem like just a bad idea? I mean, aren't there certain things in life where you think about them once and then you run it back and you don't do it, and you think, wow, that was just dumb. How did that even get past my second, you know, how did that even get past my second train of thought that I would even do something like that? So, you know, I'm not upset with Mikki or anything. I'm just kind of dumbfounded. I'm kind of like not understanding why he would do it. It just seems like it's in such poor taste, and I don't know. I'm kind of frustrated because, again, I had this whole emotional whirlwind. Like, I was really tomorrow going to post up a video kind of as a memorial to this guy. You know, maybe he looks down from heaven and he watches the video or something like that. And now I just feel like this is why I shouldn't even, you know, try and do nice things, because it's always some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, the kind of feels reminiscent of the whole situation with the Son Enigma and, you know, wanting to kill himself. It's just, I don't know, guys. I just felt like I was going to speak my mind while this is still fresh in my mind. So tell me what you guys think of this whole situation. You know, I still love you, Mikki. I just don't love that you did this. It just seemed like it was in bad taste, brother. It just seemed a little silly to me. Take care, guys.